Hey everyone, my name is Putty and welcome back for some more Deus Ex Human Revolution. In between episodes and in between streams, I did what I said I was going to do and I rinsed the fuck out of Hengsha. I went around all of the hackable doors and lockers and such across the entire map, at least the ones I could find. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with the results. I made about, 4,000, 3,000 credits. The real value, I think, in Deus Ex, if you're going to make a lot of money, is if you're able to sell and resell weapons. So, for example, you got 4 shotguns in the police armory back in Detroit, for example. If you sell all 4 of those separately by going, selling one, coming back, getting another one, rather than picking up all 4, which would just give you ammo, then you can make a lot of money off of that. Unfortunately, there just weren't a ton of weapons in Hengsha. I could have gone around beating up bell tower guys, and I think I might have knocked out a few, but I just felt like that probably was too much of a change to the world and the landscape. I did a bit of exploring as well and found some interesting things out. And I did make it over the threshold, if you want to see. I've got 3,000 credits, but I also bought a Praxis kit. So I'm up about 8,000 in value. And we are actually up to 10 Praxis points. Now, I looked through, after my Hengsha exploration came to an end, I looked through everything and I thought to myself, okay, what do I actually want? Because we should just go and get it. Because fuck it, like there's so little left now that I feel like we don't need to wait and keep any Praxis points for a rainy day. So we're going to grab this add-on, which increases your radar, which is your map, it just makes it bigger. Then we're going to grab the cloaking system. We're going to take some energy reduction on it, which is really useful, obviously. Then we're going to grab... I like that one, but wait a minute. Then we're going to grab the dermal armor. We're going to upgrade it to the EMP level. And then I want... It was the stealth enhancer. Where is the stealth enhancer? Is it in my... Yeah, there it is, stealth enhancer. So we'll grab that. And then with the 1 additional point, I'm going to grab an additional inventory spot. So the stealth enhancer, it gives you a bunch of just utility stuff. So for now, we can just see what noises we produce. But eventually, we can get the last known location marker, which is actually quite useful. Mark and track, which I just find fun. And cones of vision, which again is actually quite useful. It's like cameras. You've seen cone of vision for cameras before, but that cones of vision upgrade applies it to enemies as well. So in the last episode, we were contacted by Hugh Darrow, who asked us to do a favor for him. This is that favor.
Mr. Jensen? Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time. I am Meng Yao, an associate of Mr. Darrow's. I'm in charge of one of his divisions here in Hengsha. You come highly recommended.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Faye set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on the sellers and take the chip?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee that there will be no casualties. We will not play by their rules. We want them arrested and questioned, then properly prosecuted and sentenced. This will require stealth and efficiency. That's why a man with your particular skills will be indispensable.
Let's do this.
Interesting. So, yeah, I was a little distracted during that conversation because it appears to be I'm dropping a few frames on Twitch. I'll look into that after the end of the episode. But I am, it's worth mentioning for the YouTube crowd as well, I am using a different video format today. I decided to go with a slightly higher quality format to the YouTube. I tested out lossless, but it was just too big of a file size. This one appears to be reasonable. It's still going to be, it's about 2 to 3 times the file size that I, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of, oh, I know what that is. It's about 2 to 3 times the size of my old file size, so it might take a bit longer to upload. But I wasn't particularly happy with the quality of the files I was pumping out, so I wanted to do something about it. There's not a ton I can do with my current resources. My internet capacity is pretty limited here. But I thought I could do a little bit better, especially since time isn't much of an issue when it comes to uploading. I can set a bunch of files to upload overnight and not have too much of a problem. I did upload approximately... I did upload like 10, 15 videos yesterday in the series because I was a little behind. Set them all to schedule upload. It's going to be quite cool. If you've if stuff does start to take off, I think I'm going to be quite consistent because I've got at least one video a day up and scheduled for the next few weeks. Where is the... Oh, I know it's near the Alice Garden pods, of course. It's in that little, like, hallway. I think this is the right way to go.
Has been linked to a major malfunction in the multi-channel peripheral nerve biochip. The device
Love that they don't react too well to stomps. Although, to be fair, I don't need to worry too much about pissing off Bell Tower, because they will just, like, look at me and be like, yo dog, what's up? And I'll be very indifferent to their yo dogging. The frame rate on Twitch seems to have recovered a little bit, so that's good. Hopefully we don't drop too many frames and I don't have to fix too much. Yeah, there are a lot of Bell Tower fucks around here, which is a little unfortunate. I wonder whether we should just go down immediately. Let's chuck a quick save, because I don't remember. I remember at one point doing this quest and just using the Icarus landing system stun to complete it, but I don't think that's actually the way to go about doing it. Now, are these guys just insta-hostile to me? Or is there a conversation? Incapacitate the terrorists. Okay. So yeah, we're supposed to just take these guys out. That's fine with me. I've got the tools to do it efficiently. Oh, did I miss? Nope, just took a while to go down. Those guys are, ooh, he knows where I am. I think I missed that one. There you go, he's down as well. He'll be going down shortly. What I like about the knocking out system is, of course, people can get revived with the knockouts, but you can also use, I guess, corpses, in air quotes there, as bait. Because people will come and try to, you know, pick their friends up. And that'll be a perfect opportunity for you to knock them out. That guy's just chilling there. Is he our, Oh wait, that wasn't a guy. Okay. The data chip is on one of these guys. Yeah, there it is. And then there's a machine pistol and a 10mm. These are all things that I think we can pick up and sell. Another machine pistol, another machine pistol. Any credit chips on the bodies? These are rich people. Really? None of them carrying cash? I guess it makes some sense. Wait, they're street thugs? Oh, did I accidentally knock out someone I wasn't so... No, that looks like... Oh, I don't believe that they're street thugs. They look a little too fancy for street thugs, if you ask me. Oh yeah, that's weird. So at the start of this episode, I noted that I had dropped about... I dropped over 1,000 frames, which at 60 frames per second is like almost 20 seconds of frames, like 18 16, somewhere in there, about seconds of frames, which is a lot. Like, that's a lot of time to lose. But then since that point, I've dropped like 0. So there must have been just a spike. I must have had something going on with my internet connectivity, and it's kind of reason to... You demand surgery. I don't think is this the end of the side quest? I remember this one being like a little short, but this is exceptionally short if it is. At least I've scoped out a good way for us to do the next main quest. So if this is a really short side quest, then I have a pretty good way of us just getting to the next reasonable part of the main quest before we end off the episode. Probably be the Deus Ex episode with the least amount of like in-game audio and the most amount of me rambling on, because usually in these episodes I spend a lot of time being quiet and letting the voice act for me. Also, I wanted to get my one of the other reasons why I wanted to experiment with kind of different video formatting type is even though I'm limited by internet connectivity, and that's why the Twitch stream can only get so good. My hardware is super good, and so I feel like I can sacrifice a lot of my hardware can do a lot of work. I think to my hardware can do a lot of work to compensate for the fact that we don't have a great internet connection, and making sure that even though the Twitch stream ends up looking a little meh at times, although admittedly in recent streams I've noted that my bitrate has been a lot lower than I can what's the word? It's not capacitate, is it? No, it's handle. There's a better word for it, but let's say handle. And I'm gonna ignore the quest for a second because I need to go. I'm gonna go sell those items we picked up. But yeah, I was streaming at about 2.5 the other day, and I'm not sure. I think it got down there because I was just having some issues with bitrate, and I was like, oh fuck it, I'll chuck it down to 2.5, and we'll just, that's a bitrate that I know I can handle. But I can easily do 3.5, and I think 3.5 actually looks good, whereas 2.5 looks trash. So we're boosting it a little bit. And I'll sell the silencer as well. And do we have ammo to sell? No.
Bye-bye.
Another thing to mention real quick before we go talk to her is that if you guys are playing along with me, something I didn't know until this playthrough is that Hengsha Court Gardens, the place where you found Van Bruggen's computer terminal on the first visit to Hengsha, is completely empty now. It was obviously crawling. Actually, we can go show it because it's right over here. It was completely crawling with bell tower guys on the first visit to Hengsha, and that means, often I didn't really explore Hengsha Court Gardens that much. I didn't think there was that much there, to be fair. But on this visit, there's nobody here anymore, as you can see. It's back to having the residents and stuff. There's a lot of quite interesting story in Hengsha Court Gardens, actually. Some of it plot relevant. And so I definitely recommend, if you are playing along with me, if you haven't explored Hengsha Court Gardens thoroughly when you first came here, then now is a great time to do it. So, back to the side quest with the data chip.
You must get that chip back, Mr. Jensen.
You've been working for Darrow a long time. How do you like it?
Working for a powerful man ensures I am trusted with crucial tasks and involved in world-shaping events. It's quite exhilarating. You, of all people, should understand this.
What kind of information are we talking about here? What could people be so eager to sell?
I am not at liberty to say.
Any idea who these sellers are?
Nothing substantial. We have a hunch they might be linked to Taiyong Medical, but the data chip will allow us to know for sure.
How's that?
All of our data chips are encoded with unique IDs and binary signature recognition. This means we'll be able to know exactly where it came from and where it went.
I got the chip. The sellers are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't tell you anything. Besides, there are stones better left unturned. Might as well just give me the chip and leave it at that.
I can tell you're a beta male. I mean, beta woman.
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to classified information. I understand that not everybody should get their hands on this, but I'm like you. I work for a powerful man, and I get entrusted with secret information on a daily basis. Plus, I'm the one who busted his ass getting this chip for you.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But understand, this information is extremely confidential. It concerns Panchaea, and more specifically, the Hiram Project.
Hiron Project. Never heard of it.
I'm not surprised. It is a well-guarded secret. But without it, Panchaea could not exist. Such an ambitious project. An installation extending all the way to the ocean floor. The pressure exerted against it is constantly shifting. Yet the slightest defect in structural integrity could bring it all down. That's why we needed something powerful and extremely efficient to monitor it day and night.
You're saying the Hiron Project is some kind of advanced computer?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Thank you for your honesty. The information is safe with me, don't worry. Here's your data chip.
Ah, perfect. You don't know what this means, Mr. Jensen. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Even though this was a favor for Mr. Darrow, he believes you should be duly rewarded. Here is a payment in credits. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to congratulate you himself. Expect to hear from him soon.
Well, everyone has my data link apparently, so I'm sure I will. So, this is our last visit to Hengsha, and probably our last... Actually, not probably. It is our last visit to a hub.
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hiron Project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No. No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows? Perhaps one day you will.
So before I finish that point I started, so the GPL from Vasily, I think it was tracked down here to this building. There are a bunch of harvesters outside. Now, if you remember from a previous episode, we visited a harvester location via the sewers. This is it. The sewers are a completely viable way to get into this place. However, I like this little vent over here next to Hengsha Court Gardens. So, to finish my point, this is our last visit to a hub, which might make you think, well, there's not too much to spend credits on anymore because the limb clinics in the hubs are done. And you're right, the limb clinics in the hubs are done. However, there is at least one other limb clinic. So I do recommend stocking up to 10,000 credits and holding them like you were doing back when we... what the hell? Oh, it's water. Back when we were visiting hubs. We're done with hubs, but there's still a limb clinic yet to go, so we're still going to need 10,000 credits. Luckily, we're about halfway there. Alright. Is there? No, I thought I saw stun gun ammo for some reason. That should be enough energy. I'm so glad they didn't notice me. They could have. Easily there. One of those guys is going to start walking this direction, so gotta be a little quick. Wait, have I gone the wrong way? I know I should have tested this beforehand. Oh, no, I remember. There's a breakable wall somewhere around here that I want to use. I think. Unless I have gone the wrong way. Let's reactivate the main quest here. We still need to go down a level. I forget how to do that. I think, you know, I think it is the breakable wall. Hold on a second. I believe it's to the right here. I gotta be careful of that guard. The map's a lot bigger now, so we can see a lot more. That was one of the upgrades we just purchased. Where is that guard? Is he about to turn the... Yeah, there he is. Okay, there's the breakable wall. Doesn't really matter that he's gonna hear us, because we'll be gone. We need the energy cell to break it, so we can't go stunning him or invisibility our way up to... Also, there's stuff over there, but... I think that's one unlocking device and 2 ammo boxes, but I don't know what ammo that's for. Is he gonna be a... Oh. Is he gonna be a problem? Should we knock him out with tranq? I don't know if that's a good idea. Doesn't seem to be walking... You know, if we had just hit that wall the first time we arrived, we'd be out of here already. Knocking him out sounds like a bad idea, because he's just gonna walk... his friend in the other room is just gonna see us. But I can... If he goes, yeah, far enough that way. Let's just knock him out there.
Is someone there?
Oh, I don't like this. I don't think that's going to end well. Oh, man. I hope I missed. Yeah, I think I missed. I'll see that. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Not only did he not find me, but I distracted him long enough to get the hell out of there. So behind this wall are a bunch of people. They're going to hear me, and they might come running. So, you know, I'm just gonna make sure they won't see you immediately though. But they'll obviously hear the wall breaking, but they won't come running immediately. If they come too close, I might knock them out. But I don't think they'll come through the wall. I don't think their pathing allows them to. Because their pathing is based on, obviously, that being a wall. I might be wrong. We're going to find out. Oh, man. Well, I think he would have come through if his alarm didn't just drop. Well. Oh, that's interesting. I think this means his pathing probably makes him stand next to that wall naturally. And that didn't just happen because we fucked up the wall. So that means to me that he can be behind that wall when we break it. And if someone's behind the wall when you break it, you instantly kill them. I don't think it's ever non-lethal. I think you just instantly kill them as you come through it. Well, those painkillers are useful. Alright. Let's use smart vision to get an idea of what we're dealing with here. So, one guy making a good patrol towards us, one guy on that side. We're trying to get over there. Isn't too hard. Is there a vent? There is a gap. Not quite a vent. Oh, it's a nice gap. It's a nice gap. Those two are currently looking away. I think we're good.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Tongue.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. You break into my place of business, and you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter our room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you, and you reason I don't just turn you over.
Yeah. Vasily Sevchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time.
Wrong woman, don't do that here.
Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice args, so I close my eyes.
Shevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son. And he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden pods. Then, when you free my boy, come back and we talk some more.
I can hardly wait.
Yeah, and now everyone in the Harvester hideout gets friendly with you, which is quite good. Interesting thing about Tong, actually. Invincible. Unkillable. One of the rare characters in the game that is actually, like, unkillable. I guess it's not that rare, but it's still interesting to me that they picked Tong. I guess because he's essential to actually finish the game. That makes some sense. I think he's about to tell you something that you need to know. Also, laser rifle, what a weapon this is. It's not like... Almost everything in Deus Ex Human Revolution is lethal as fuck. So it's not like... Am I? Hold on a second. How could I not? Oh, I see. I remember now. I was like, how do I drag it? But you can't. Yeah, everything in Deus Ex Human Revolution is lethal as fuck, but this is just cool. So yeah, Tong... Completely unkillable. As far as I'm aware. So, yeah. And if you're, in case you're wondering, in case you're perhaps mistaken that this is not somehow a lethal weapon. Incredibly. So, yeah. Laser rifle, very cool weapon. I don't get to use it often enough. I can't remember what the mods are exactly for it, but definitely something worth selling at least. I think it's worth quite a chunk. Be surprised if it wasn't. But that, I mean, they're friendly to me now. I wonder if they would care if I looted their shit. Let's try. I don't think they'd turn on me just because I'm hacking their shit. Also, level 5 lock. There better be something amazing in here. I'm insta-fortifying because I know we're gonna get caught on it. I'm shocked. Ah, that's a mistake. I didn't need to use that.
Access granted.
Okay, I don't care. And ammo capacity upgrade, eh. But 1,000 credits and a set of Typhoon ammo. That's pretty dope. Oh, T-Tong? Is this Tong Si Hong, or is this the name of his son? Would be inquiring minds need to know. What? Already? Oof, this is gonna be a hard one. Might nuke. I'll nuke. Have enough. Ah!
Access granted.
Father, I think it was, so wait, this is... So I think Hive Master is Tong Si Hong. And then this must be Tong's son. I might be wrong, though. Father, I think it was a bad idea to use that last shipment of Augs. Profit is good, but I can't help but feel we made a deal with the devil. I know you don't want to hear me saying it, but Hong Kong is starting to look more and more attractive to me. TT. Oh, wait. No, yeah. I'm aware you don't approve, but let's show some respect. For Hong Kong, we can look into options. Nice. Interesting. Handheld cloaking device. Very cool stuff. Heavy rifle ammo. Yeah, these guys are well geared, let's say that much. So yeah, there's no need to like thoroughly explore this place on the way in because you can just finish it so quickly and then basically have the place to yourself. This elevator doesn't work, by the way. The elevator shaft that we entered through is that elevator shaft. That elevator's shaft. We caused irreparable damage to their walls, to be fair. Ah.
Back again to Detroit, where a handful of people were taken in.
Oh, they have holding cells. That's cool. This must... I wonder what this was before they took over, if it has holding cells. And also, I mean, this is one of their... Oh my god. You've got to have... Look, I know you guys run a ghetto chop shop. I get it, right? It doesn't need to be the most cleanly thing in the world. Also, this is a scholar. Oh, I like these ones, the understanding visions. The first part of this was in a house in Hensha that I looted off screen. That's quite interesting. Will they get mad at me if I punch through that wall? Probably. Regen. Energy regen. Tag me apart, energy regen. I'm not gonna use my candy bars on something this trivial. I was talking about something. Oh yeah, them having a base level of fun. Also, it's been 30 minutes now. I was gonna end the episode off after we stopped talking about the Tom, so I guess I will. I'll see you guys next time.